It doesn't matter if it's home, auto, or business insurance, all of those policies have deductibles. But what is a deductible? That's a special insurance term, and how do you set it up and think about it for your best advantage? My name is Matt. I'm a fourth generation insurance agent. Yeah, that's actually my great grandfather's business card, my grandfather's business card. My dad's over in the office over there. We don't need to talk to him. So what is a deductible? A deductible is just a fancy term for how much money you have to pay out of pocket before your insurance policy reacts. And that alone confuses some people because people are like, well, I have insurance to pay in case something bad happens to my house or my car or my business. Why would I need to pay something out? Well, let's talk about it. The first reason it exists is it acts as a lever, something that you can use to adjust how much your insurance costs. Because if you choose a larger deductible, let's say $5,000 on your commercial property policy, for example, that means that the insurance company knows that they're never going to pay out any $5,000 or less claim. And because they know that, then they're going to lower the price a little bit. And this tactic is way more at play in commercial insurance where the values are much, much bigger. But you may be thinking, hey Matt, well, why do we even have these deductible things in the first place outside of this price adjustment thing? Because when I raise my deductibles for my car or my home, it doesn't seem to help much of anything. It's a fair question, and the other reason that deductibles even exist at all is to actually help stop from fraudulent claims from being filed. All right, so let's imagine a world where there are no deductibles for auto insurance policies. It sounds nice at first, but what would happen is that anytime someone's car broke down, or they drove it for 10,000 miles and didn't do an oil change, they would just say, well, why don't we just see if the insurance company will pay to fix my car? And they would just start submitting the claim. And the reason why they would do that, a lot more now, is because they wouldn't have to pay any sort of deductible. That's the issue. People would start treating insurance like a lottery system, and then there would be thousands, millions of claims that would be going into insurance companies that really never should have been submitted to in the first place, because insurance is not a warranty program, and insurance doesn't deal with things like you didn't do any maintenance on your car for 7 years, of course it broke down. That's not an insurance problem. Insurance deals with sudden and accidental damage. So that's what deductibles are, that's why they exist. Now, how do you think about them and set them up to your best advantage? The advice that I give to all my clients is that you want your deductibles to be a little bit lower than what money you have on hand at all times. Remember, insurance companies will only pay your claim unless you have paid your deductible first, so you've got to make sure that the deductible is low enough that you can pay it. But the other thing is that you want it to be high enough to get some discounts as well. Because remember, insurance is the backup plan. The first plan is that you don't get into an accident, that a tree doesn't fall on your house, that your business doesn't get robbed. That's the first plan. The second plan, the backup plan, is insurance in case that does happen, which is why I often recommend people to raise their deductibles a little bit. Got any more questions? Leave them in the comments, and if you want to follow along so that we actually understand what this insurance thing is that you're paying for, follow for more.